Hi guys, and welcome to my live stream channel. So I'm here. Um, in the description. So if you are interested and you want to become a part of this live stream, then please click the link and join this session. So waiting for people to join the session so we can have a quick chit chat. So I'm going to be sharing this on my other pages. So anybody else who wants to do so can do so. Walaikum salam, Abdullahat. Thanks for coming here and joining this live stream. Okay, so I have already shared it on my personal. Abdullahat says, first viewer from Peshawar. I am also going to be posting the to join this live stream by clicking on that or copying and pasting that into your browser, and you can join this live stream here with me. I'm not really sure how this connection is. It doesn't seem to, and with my chat. Waiting for people to join this live stream. And new ones are also encouraged to join this. July intensive grammar session. So if you are interested, please tune in at around the same time. I can take you on, but I don't see your camera right now. So please turn on your camera so I can, there you are. Hi, Abdullahat, how are you?
I am fine. How about you?
I am very good. Thank you for asking.
And
Hi, Hussein Abidi, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, fine. How about you, ma'am?
Very good, very good. Abdullahat, do you have the earpieces with you? Like earphones? Abdullahat. Okay, I can't hear you, Abdullahat. I'm just going to remove you for some time until you fix your connection. It would be advisable if you got yourself the headset, like Hussein, because the voice is really clear. So thank you, Hussein. How's it going?
Alhamdulillah, as usual.
That's good. That's good. What's new?
Nothing. Actually, in Pakistan, moon has been arrived of Zilhajjah. So, Qurbani preparation. Site? I didn't know about moon has been sighted. Okay. So, that preparation about Qurbani and all that stuff.
What's Qurbani in English?
Sacrifice.
Thank you very much. Sacrifice of who? Who are you going to sacrifice?
Sacrifice. I think cow. Actually, we participate in there are 7 participation in our Kurbani.
Okay.
So we did in that sense.
What do you mean 7?
7 part, ma'am. Actually, as you know, if there are a big animal, just like cow and others, so there are 7 parts of that sacrifice or kurbani. Okay, so if we have a little, just like goat, so there is one kurbani for that animal.
So you mean that you distribute it into 7 parts?
Yes,
The
our
meat
one
is
one
distributed
of
in
one of 7, one of 7 is
7 parts?
us.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I think I couldn't hear your voice clearly. There isn't a synchronization problem with you.
Okay, so there's a disturbance. There's the connection is low probably at my end. Let me see what I can do over here.
I think my signals are full.
I'm gonna try to kind of close.
How about other members? I think there are 2 people in chat, Abdul Ahad and okay.
And the connection over here is really bad. I'm gonna try to see. Fatma, hi, how are you? Hello. Tell me if my connection my connection over here. Hello. Oh. Hello, testing 1 2 3. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Okay.
Now
now
your
I can hear.
synchronization is correct.
Okay, so I think there's a problem with my internet. Maybe I need to change my router or something.
I
Sure.
think now it's rectified.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I have a weak connection at my end. Sometimes it just drops, the signals drop.
Yes.
Great. So perfect. I am going to go behind the camera, or I'm going to go sit in the lobby, and I want Hussein and Abdulahad to talk about the occasion that's coming up, which is Eid, and discuss. Each of you should discuss what preparations you or your family is doing for this occasion. Okay.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, Abdul Ahad.
Walaikum salam.
How about you?
I am very well. How about you?
Alhamdulillah, fine. So, as you know, the upcoming event is Eid ul Azha. So, let's talk about Eid ul Azha event and little bit background. So, as you know, I am a Muslim. So, there are a lots of religious and theological events in our. It's a part of tradition as well as a part of culture and religious event. So the basic purpose behind this Eid ul Azha is to sacrifice your own wishes for others. So we do this. We distribute meat among poor and needy peoples who don't have enough money to buy the meat. So we distribute all these things. So I would say it's a religious, a good event to distribute or to spread love and sacrifices among all the peoples. What are your opinion about Eid al Azha?
Yeah, of course, you are right. When Eid ul Azha they come, so we must be looking those people who have no money, and we must be help poor people. So basically,
Yes,
behind the logic is that we can help those person who have no money. They cannot buy something, so we can distribute to among, and we must be happiness when we can help to the poor person. So that's good event we can help and share with love and distribute with the Muslims.
Yes, of course. And
Uh,
prosthetically, there is it's also a business. You could say means a lot of people who prepare those animals, and then there is an other circuit for their eating stuff. So I would say it's many of people livelihood is concerned with this Eid al Azha. A lot of butchers have no, the Eid al Azha is butcher seasons. They
yeah,
earn a
yeah.
lot of money from this Eid al Azha. Many of people moonlight as butchering. Moonlight mean doing second job despite of having first. So a lot of people moonlight as a butcher in Eid season, and they could earn more money, and they could support their family. So I would say Eid al Azha is a great event, financially as well as religiously.
Yeah, of course.
Can you quickly read what I have written on the screen?
If a new person join, it is best to quick acknowledge them.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
Okay, so hi Fawad, how are you?
Hello everyone, I am good. How about you?
Great. So because he's new right now, I don't think I've seen him before. So Abdul Ahad and Hussein, you need to speak to him and then continue with the topic of the Eid preparations. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And ask him his view as well.
Uh,
And
I think his name is Fawad.
that's right.
Okay. Fawad, we were talking about the Eid al Azha event, which is upcoming in 10 days. So, what are your opinions about Eid al Azha?
Yeah, Eid al-Azha is a great religious festival for us.
Yes,
A festival of brotherhood, a festival to help the poor, to help the needy, to feed
yes, of
them.
course.
So, as you spoke earlier, that it is the season where everyone earns, where everyone eats.
Yes, of course.
Uh, yeah, so everyone do and celebrate it with the really open-heartedly.
Yes.
We also slaughter a cow. So
Okay.
it's basically a good festival, and all Muslims very warmly welcome it, and they wait for it
Yes, of course.
because it comes
And
once in
secondly,
a
Hajj
year.
also. Secondly, Hajj
Yeah,
also.
this year I think Hajj is not would not be that like that it was before, because
Yes.
only I think
Uh,
1,000 people will go for Hajj because due to coronavirus, and
hmm,
so this year the 2020 is not so good so far,
yes.
as we have already been in a pandemic.
Yes, owing to coronavirus, it's most of the people are during quarantine situations. So I would also prefer according to the doctor instructions. If the government and doctors of medical and WHO allows that Hajj is possible, it's doable, it's feasible, so we could arrange Hajj. Otherwise, they
Uh,
have to sacrifice
you
this term.
Uh, you are right, but WHO has also commanded them to offer the Hajj with the SOPs,
Yes,
like
of course,
all.
SOPs.
So the Saudi government did consider it, but for with performing Hajj with SOPs, so it was difficult for them to manage such a big crowd over there,
Yeah.
because as you know, more than 2-3 lakhs people are over there. So how could they manage them with the SOPs? Because there were
Yes.
also social distancing problem, wearing mask and other all the sanitizing and washing and everything which you could not manage in such a great crowd.
Yes, it's
So
very
uh,
it's very
the
cumbersome
Saudi
to
government
understand this situation. It's very
Yeah.
cumbersome to understand the situation because it's a medical serious issue. So I acknowledge you at this point that there is need to proper inspection. Plus, each and every pilgrim is going to Makkah or Medina for Hajj is supposed to bring his negative coronavirus report with him or her. And secondly,
Yeah,
he also
that
social distancing. He should supposed to keep social distancing.
uh, all you are speaking about is compulsory, that is mandatory. The Saudi government and they have made it mandatory for all the pilgrims who will come there. They have to be clear. They have to have negative tests with them, unless they will
Yes,
be not allowed there for performing Hajj. So they have already told the people to be clear.
I
If
think
someone
you.
has
I
fever or
think
anything, any symptoms, they would not allow them.
yes. I think you know about this that in Pakistan there was no one a corona patient, but the pilgrims from Iran and pilgrims from Saudi Arabia brought this coronavirus into Pakistan, and now we are in worse situation that we have almost I think 5,000 plus corona positive patients in Pakistan, whole Pakistan, and a lot of
Uh,
deaths in it. So I
as
would
you
add
know,
so I would say
yeah,
that if we inspected it before, when the pilgrims from Iran and other countries were entering in Pakistan, if they got proper inspection for them, so we can't brought this up prosthetic and this issue in Pakistan. So it's
yeah,
owing to, I would say
I,
it's lack of inspection and check and balance between them.
I already told you that the Saudi government will not allow any person who would be positive or have any symptom of the coronavirus. And
Yes,
also, I would like to tell you that this was a huge and a global pandemic. You
yes,
can't blame any country for it. The
yes,
coronavirus has to be spread, and because you cannot restrict that such a
yes,
global pandemic, if you think that you could keep a country safe from it overall, you that was not possible, because that has to be spread, because it was
yes.
a global pandemic, and that has badly destructed some of the economies and some of the world huge businesses, small businesses.
Yes,
So we cannot
collapsed.
say that.
All businesses here are collapsed, I would say, because
Yeah.
due to
So
pandemic
there was some businesses
we have to do
who
lockdown, and that lockdown
some
suppressed whole economy. And now we are at vulnerable stage in economy. We are economically vulnerable at this time.
wait. I I am writing there in the ticker. She said talk about the Eid preparations,
E-preparation.
or yeah, it is written over there. You could also
Yes.
see.
Talk about Eid preparation. Okay. So yes, we actually drag the topic from Eid preparation to
So
our
so
pandemic
let
pandemic.
let me
So
let me let me ask you, who are you? What is your name? Where are you from? What are you doing?
actually my name is Hussain Abdi and I am from Rahimia Khan, South Punjab, and I'm student of BS Biochemistry.
And I am Pawad from KPK, Swabi
Okay,
district, and
okay,
I have just completed my FSC and now going to university, looking forward
okay,
to be admitted in university or medical college,
okay.
because I'm a student of medical. So
Pre-medical
as
student.
you know, due to the lockdown, the tests and everything has been postponed, and they will issue a new date on the 15th September. So we are waiting for that, and after that, they will conduct a test,
Okay,
and if luckily I could
okay,
pass that test, so I would go to a medical college on the government expenses, what we
okay,
call scholarship.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay. So let's talk about Eid preparation. So how's your
Eid,
Eid preparation going on?
yeah, the as you know, the Eid, the preparation for the Eid ul Fitr, as we also called it a sweet Eid. That preparation was very great, and people also do shoppings and because for themselves they shows because that was the Eid for sweetness and
Yes.
no no sacrifice or that kind of thing as well. And the Idul Adha, we are looking for an animal. So that is the main uh, thing which all people looks for, rather than they look to shop for themselves like clothes, or because the more important thing is that everyone wants to buy a good and cheap
Yes.
animal. So yeah.
Great, guys.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I was listening to your conversation. Yes, it did kind of like go away from the, you steered away from the main topic, which was talk
Yes.
about the Eid preparations, and all of a sudden there was coronavirus and the Hajj. But again, it was kind of also in topic because Hajj is related to the Eid, right?
Eid al-Fitr. Yes,
So
ma'am.
yes, I would agree that it did kind of go off a little bit because we started discussing politics and the SOPs and all this stuff, but it was kind of within the topic also at the same time. Great. So
Yes,
I'm going
ma'am.
to ask you, what are your future plans, Fawad? I know you're waiting to get into medical school. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
as I told them that I am going to a medical college soon, looking for a ETA test, which is a medical test taken by the KPK government for the scholarships to the medical colleges. So I'm preparing for that. Uh, let's see if I get a chance and go to the college.
Okay. And which university or which college are you looking into getting?
Yeah, the Ayub Medical College, Iftabad, or the Khyber Medical University. These two are the top. If I could get a chance or get high in the merits, so I would love to go there.
Great, great. Hussein, what are your future plans?
Ma'am, actually, I am doing BS Biochemistry in Khwaja Faiz University. So it's my fourth semester. Means half of my degree is completed and half is pending. After this, I will get a job. If I can't get the job, I will do MPhil program. And I am inclined to do MPhil biocosmetics because cosmetic industry is flourishing nowadays. So it's little competition in cosmetic industry, as well as there are, if less competition and its demand is high. So
Right.
I will try to get in this field. I was also inclined to go in medical college, but my marks was not enough to get admission in Punjab. The merit criteria is very high. That's why I choose biochemistry. More scope, less competition, and all this. Yes.
Okay. So when you say that you are inclined to, do you say inclined to or inclined toward?
I think inclined to.
Why is that?
Inclined means if you are attracted to something.
Okay.
Inclined basically, if we talk about physics, inclined mean a steep pathway.
Okay.
But if we take that concept in English linguistics, inclined means you are steep to something, you are attracted to something. Inclusion,
Okay.
sorry, inclination. So that's why it's a term. I heard this from a Sherlock Holmes series. So he says, I am inclined to think about this. So I got it very fascinated. So that's why I used to say all of time, I'm inclined to do this thing, I'm inclined to do this thing.
Okay. And which Sherlock Holmes series were you watching this in?
Ma'am, Sherlock Holmes series is basically a detective series. So
Which
as you
one?
know, boys are keen interested in detective and action movies and racing, all that stuff. So
Yeah.
that's why I watched that movie, Sherlock Holmes. It's a British series
Uh-huh.
and it's very fascinating. I watched it 3 seasons.
Okay. So what I would like you to do is you are going to find out, you're going to do some research
Okay.
and tell me what is a better term to use, inclined to or inclined toward.
Inclined toward, inclined to and inclined toward. I would it's be applied on situation. I am inclined toward something
Okay.
and I am inclined to someone.
Okay. I would like
Just
you to do a little bit more research on that.
okay, I will do it. I will
Okay.
do it.
So once you do your research, then you come back to me whenever we come back next, and then tell me the difference between using these together. So inclined to or inclined toward.
Okay.
Okay, Fawad, do you have any idea about this?
Yeah, I think it is inclined toward.
Okay, and
The
Yep.
inclined toward is yeah.
why do you say that?
As I can see, I feel the inclined toward is the most appropriate looking word. That is why I
Okay,
don't have any idea which one is correct. I'm just guessing.
okay. So this question is for everybody who's watching us or will be watching us later, and for Fawad and his Hassan as well, to find out which one is more correct and when can we use inclined to or inclined toward.
Toward.
Okay.
Okay.
Please keep in mind the word forms, the nouns, and the verbs also. So look it up that way. It will help you when you are
Okay.
inclined. I can't continue because if I say it, then you will know the answer. But I want you to do the research on this.
Okay, inshallah.
Okay.
Ma'am,
But
any source? Any source?
Google.
I used to. I often use Merriam-Webster,
Yeah.
my favorite dictionary.
Yeah. Or use the Cambridge. Anything which is British, I suggest you use that because it will give you
Okay.
a proper
We are
example. Yes.
we are going to lose the YouTube soon, also the PUBG, TikTok, and I am sure we will also lose the Facebook, Google very soon too by the government and the courts.
Yeah, I don't think it's by the government as such. It's just some judge sitting in Pakistan who is saying that, hey, we should ban YouTube. But I don't think the government will allow that, to be very honest.
Ma'am, Vakar Zaka is doing a good to prevent this.
Yeah. When we have
He
people like
has,
Zaka, we shouldn't worry about this, right?
yes, he has made a website in which he petitioned all the YouTubers and all TikTokers to join him
Mhm.
and do a strike against this decision. Because in 2004 or 2005, I think, and that time YouTube was also banned in Pakistan,
Yeah.
and we got a lot of a space, a vacuum. If you look in India's YouTube channels regarding our study, I used to study a lot of channels from India. So their technology, their YouTube channels are vast from us. So there is a vacuum between us. So I would say if we prefer these technologies, so we could also flourish in that sense.
I agree. And I'm just thinking it could be because a lot of people are hiding their income that they're generating from social media platforms, from YouTube, from
Yes.
Facebook, and TikTok. So a lot of people are hiding that right now. And this is just for the government to dig deep into that and make sure that everybody
I
is
would
going to be, um, you know, um, is going to be informing
Yes.
about the government about the income they're generating so they can pay taxes, right? So unless
Yes.
and until they put a ban on it and set some
I
rules, I think it's a good
I would
idea for them to keep a track of who's making what money from the social media platforms.
Yes.
Yes, Fawad, were
I
you
would
trying to?
like to add that
Yes.
uh, on social media there are many Pakistanis whose incomes and whose living is totally based on the social media income.
Mhm.
So, and there are many guys and girls who are earning from YouTube and they are working very hard for it. And that is the only source they have to generate some money. So
Mhm.
if they block or ban the YouTube and Facebook and TikTok from where the new generation generates the income, so I would like to ask that what is its uh, what is its another method that they will give them their living? What will they do? They will become jobless because it is a kind of job for them. They work day and night for it. They do really work really hard for it, and they at the end of the month they make some money for
Mhm.
themselves. So there are a lot of thousands of guys and girls who are doing that. So they are not taking that in the consideration that what will happen to them.
Yes, I agree
Ma'am,
with. Yeah, go
ma'am,
ahead.
we could reckon that a lot of software and BScs students are passed out from universities,
Mhm.
and most of them are doing freelancing. I think you know about the freelancing.
Yes,
Do you have any idea
The
about
other the,
freelancing?
the other
yes.
thing
Video
is that
editing, content writing, and
Yeah.
all things.
The
So, freelancing, I would say a lot of people are earning from this freelancing.
Mhm.
I
So,
am
it's yes, speak.
No, no,
I
hang
am
on a minute.
also in the
I'm so sorry. Hang on a minute. Hassan, please continue with your thought, and then Fawad can speak. If
Okay,
yeah, thank you.
I was talking about the freelancing. So
Yeah.
freelancing is basically a website where you could share your ideas. For example, if you are a company manager, okay, so you want a logo for your company or you want a website for your company. So what would you say? You would go to freelancing website and you would say that if any person help me to make website for my company, so a person who is a software development, who is expert in software and other things, he will help you, and in return you would give him money, a quid pro quo. So I would say this is a online work. And how the people know how to develop skills, these are YouTube channels who help them to learn the skills,
Mhm.
content writing and other podcast. So all the podcasting and all these things are learning from YouTube channel. So if we ban YouTube, how could we move forward? So this
I
is a thing our government, our judiciary supposed to think about this, because they have studied from I mean our the judge passed his FSC metric and bachelor's in early 90s, and now he's become a judge. So you don't know how he cope the new generation new problems with his process old ancient mind. So I would say there is
Mhm.
need to revolutionize the thinking.
Good. Yes, Fawad, what do you have to say?
yeah, I like to add that my brother had talked about the freelancing. Um, he has not much idea about the freelancing. Um, he said that freelancing is a website. It is not a website because I'm learning freelancing content writing and I'm in the last stages of it, and I'm about to complete it because I'm in an online course. So freelancing is not a website. Freelance, there are many networks like Fiverr, Uptake, and two more. They These are the apps. You download them. There are the people, companies, and the people who has their organizations. They look for the content writers, web designing, uh, and logo designing, stuff like that. So they will offer you a money if you had this required skill, if you are content writing, you would write for their organization. So it works like that. They will give you a task and you will give them your work. So freelancing, yeah, he's right. There is a great opportunity to make a huge amount of money if you had a great written English skills and a great communication skills. So I had learned much, and still struggling to write because my writing skills are not that good. So hopefully I will make it.
Okay, ma'am, I got a question.
Yes.
Ma'am, as you said, most of people hiding their revenues that they generated from YouTube. So there are a lot of 3 to 4 synonyms popping in my mind relevant to hiding. The first one is hiding, other one is encrypting, okay, third one is enshrining, and fourth one is pretensing,
Mhm.
and sixth one is secluded.
Mhm.
Okay, all this meaning is, hidden. Here, hiding, I am clear about it. Encrypted, where we could use encrypt, where we could use hide. Okay, and other one I told enshrine. Enshrine mean hiding our own weaknesses. Just like I was enshrining my lack of confidence during presentation, and pretensing. Pretensing mean to pretend that he was pretending that he was happy, but I don't know where to use these words, the appropriate utilization or consumption of these words in our conversation.
Have
And
you
third one was
ever
secluded.
looked them up?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever looked them up?
Actually, as I told you earlier, that whenever I heard someone, whenever I got a new word, I used to write on my diary.
Okay.
Okay, so then I correlate with them that, oh, its meaning is same. Just like we could use speculate, we could use anticipate, we could use foresee. So there are similar terms. We could use reckon in that sense. So I correlate with them in my mind, and sometimes I make a graph, but I need a proper Twitter who told me that where to use which word, where to use which word.
That's not how you would learn. Okay, because
Then
there
how would I learn?
you would learn by practice. So you need to start reading a lot. You need to start researching. So for me, it was easy to tell you the difference between inclined to and inclined toward, but I said, please go and research. Okay. So the best thing
Yeah.
to do is whatever words are coming to your mind that you are asking questions for and saying how to use it best, go to Google. All right.
Yes.
Write the word secluded, for instance, and say
Yes.
secluded in sentences. How to use the
Yes.
word secluded in sentences? It's going to give you tons of sentences.
Hidden. It's
Same
meaning
thing.
hidden.
Same thing,
But
right?
I'm asking for rather it. For example, I learned a new word, but for you it's an ancient word, and it look awkward when a sub person use that word. For me, that word is new word. I got a new word, but for you, it's an ancient word. It's look awkward when some person speak. So how to figure it out that the word I am learning is new, modern, or means I don't wanna look like a stereotypical person.
Yeah.
I'm
So
saying
again,
a word.
yes. So I'm not really sure how you're learning your vocabulary. Maybe you're opening up the dictionary and you're looking up a lot of words. I suggest you look up newspapers and you look up
Okay,
articles that have been written in the last 5 years, because new words get
okay,
added to the language all the time. Okay. And then maybe you can look up, because you like to learn a lot of new vocabulary, I would also suggest that you study you look up case studies. Okay. So case
can you
study,
write it down?
yes, I just did.
C
This is
A
more
S E.
case studies.
Okay,
Yes. So anything,
okay,
maybe case study of a company, or maybe it's something to do with the law, right? So when you read
okay,
case studies, they use the sophisticated vocabulary in the best possible
Okay.
manner ever. Okay.
Okay.
So again, in a classroom situation, you go like, hey, can you please tell me how to use the word secluded? I can tell you, but it might be used in 10 different ways, right?
Yes.
So
Of
to
course.
learn a language, my personal suggestion is not to follow rules all the time. But
Okay.
want to get fluent, then the best thing to do is read, write, listen, and speak a lot. And that way
Okay.
you would become more fluent in that language. Okay,
That's called osmosis,
great.
isn't? Osmosis, passive learning of something.
Yes,
Then a partially passive and a partially active. Sometimes you become active. Just like you suggested me, Ellen Show.
hmm
Do you remember in previous conversation
yes,
and then I liked that and it was very fascinating, very
yes,
interesting.
it is.
I
We
watched
also
2 to 3 episodes of Ellen's show.
Yeah. On next Tuesday, the 28th of July, there is somebody who's a specialist in English grammar, and
Okay.
he loves to teach grammar. He is an investigator for grammar. So he investigates for you and helps you
Okay.
dissect the sentence grammatically. For me, I
Okay.
love speaking. I like to enhance people's communication skills. That's my niche, right? For him, he enjoys explaining how grammar works. That's his
Okay.
expertise. So I spoke with him earlier this week and I requested him to join English Show Canada for a live session, which is going to be happening on the 28th of July at
Okay.
around 11 p.m. Pakistan time. No,
PM?
sorry, 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Pakistan time. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. The details are on my English Show Canada Facebook page, so you can easily kind of
Ma'am,
like.
it would be live stream just like we talking now, or it would be a lecture.
It's going to be a live stream.
Live stream just like we talking right now.
Yes. So all your grammar related questions, throw them at him. He's
Okay.
more than willing to do this. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. Hi, Faisal. How are you? Hello, Faisal. How are you?
Hello,
Can you hear
I'm
me?
fine, Alhamdulillah.
That's great. Okay. So I'm going to go.
Little bit not clearly, but it's
Please.
okay.
Yes, I'm going to go sit in the lobby. So I'm not going to be here on the screen. I would like you to introduce yourself, and then Hussein and Fawad, please get to know Faisal. Okay. I'll be back.
Okay.
Well, my name is Faisal Iqbal, and it's my second session that I'm here. I was literally waiting for this session because the first one was a really good session, and I really enjoyed and I really learned a lot from the first session, and desperately waiting for the second session. But I don't know why I missed those notifications. But now it's good thing that I'm here. My name is Faisal Iqbal, basically, and I'm from Rawalpindi. And in the previous session, I told you about myself that I'm running my own academy, the Foundation Academy. I'm doing masters in English from National University of Modern Languages, Islamabad, and yes, I'm a student, and in fact, I'm running my own academy, so I'm a teacher as well.
Okay. So which class do you teach?
From grade 1 to second year. I'm a bit of all rounder because I am giving my services as a home tutor. So there are many
Okay.
students that so it depends. Teaching from grade 1 to second year.
Okay. So you're doing MA English?
Yes, I'm doing masters English.
Okay.
For
In the previous session,
improve.
I was
Uh,
yes.
yeah, good to see you, Faisal. I just want to speak with the other friend who are here. I want to tell him for improving your vocabulary, you should try a method which is very useful. You should make a flashcards, 50 flashcards. You should write 50 words on them, on each of the flashcard. You should also write the Urdu meaning with it. and keep it in your pocket in the morning, and whenever all along the day you get a time, you should um, pick them out and try to read them, and the whole day you will get 10 or 20 chances to read them. By doing this, after the end of a month, you would have a great vocabulary, a treasure of vocabulary. And if you continue it for a year, so you would have many more flashcards, and
Exactly,
that would be in.
exactly. I do.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I do agree with you. And to learn just a one word a day, it's really helpful for us to improve our vocabulary. But I am um, trying for so many years, for so many time, to improve my vocabulary, from to improve my accent and fluency as well. I thought that I learned a lot by speaking. The person, I don't know exactly your name, so I must call you person with blonde hairs. I know him very well. In the first session, he spoke very well, and seriously, I was literally yes,
Thanks a lot.
Hussein
Thanks for
Abdi.
compliment.
Hussein Abdi. So that was very great session, and he is, a person, is a kind of person who has fond of English, to learn English, to not to learn English, to tell others as well. Yeah, I know
Yes,
he is teaching his sister as well, and
yes.
she was in call in the first session that I have attended. So basically, I
Spark.
learned a lot through such kind of discussions, and that's why I was saying that I was literally waiting for this session. Seriously, I have joined so many forums on Facebook, on different forums to improve my vocabulary, my speaking power, and my communication skills. But this is the only forum, to be very honest. This is the only forum that is very much impressive and very fruitful for me as well. So I
I
think
think
that I have
we
made
should
something
we
in my
should
head.
thanks to Ma'am Maha also, because she provide this platform for us.
No, I think it's because of you that this is going on.
Exactly,
Honestly,
exactly.
it's all thanks to everybody who joins me on the live stream. It's thanks to everybody who comments here, who likes it and watches it. That you guys make me want to come back. So thank you,
Okay.
all of you, for always being a part of the live streams. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Hussein
Ma'am, I
Faisal,
am
Abdi.
literally, worried for.
yes, continue, Faisal.
I'm literally worried for the notification. I didn't get the notification.
I think you wasn't in our previous conversation. Fawad, Faisal, you wasn't in our previous conversation.
He has opened his mic.
Faisal, could you please unmute your mic? I think Faisal lost his
Still,
data connection.
still your mic is.
Okay, so we were talking about the freelancing.
Are you interested in the freelancing?
Nope, actually, I joined a organization here in our. I think Fawad has lost connection, data connection.
No, I am here. Can you see me or can you hear me?
Yes, of course.
Okay, that's good. I'm listening.
Okay, so Faisal, as you told, you are doing masters in English. So, what are your subjects in masters in English?
Right now, I'm in a
Your
third
mic is,
semester.
I
I'm
think, off.
from. Yes.
Okay.
Now it's connected, I think.
Yes, yes.
I am in third semester now, promoted to third semester. In the first semester, I learned about introduction to literary studies, then
Okay.
introduction to languages, Then there was a subject phonetics and phonology.
Okay.
Then French was there in the first and second semester, very
Okay.
basics of. Then classical drama, classical novel. In the second semester, I learned 18th and 19th century novel, then Victorian
Okay.
and Romantic poetry, then French again, and introduction to literary studies again. Now in the
Okay.
third semester, now I'm in third semester, I don't know exactly the subjects because uh, it will be soon. Yes.
Okay. So, do you got any privilege from your master in English in conversation? Faisal?
Can you please repeat again?
I said, do you got any privilege from your
This means
master
that
in English
can you?
during your
Yes.
conversation?
What kind of? No, I think that the only benefit I got from doing masters in English, that is discussions in English. The environment is there, always there. Teachers are communicating in English, and we are responding in English, and we communicate with each other English. So that's the only thing that is helping out. And other than that, there is not a specific subject that is helping to make ourselves uh, you know uh, fluent in English. So I just
Okay.
read about languages, what is a language, how human language is different from animals, and then to speak. Even my teacher told me that if you think that you can, after completing your masters, you will be master in English, then you have to speak in English. So that would be very beneficial for you. Other than that, we don't have any subject that practically makes us fluent in English. There is a subject that is academic
Okay.
writing research methodology, but due to that subject, and we can just improve our written expression. It's
Okay.
has no connection with the spoken English. So
Yes.
that's why I have joined many forums like this to improve my communication skills.
Actually, it's my personal opinion. I don't like any, language. For me, I
You
would
don't
say
like?
that I don't like I love Urdu language. I love English language to speak, but as not for as a academic area. I would say we should learn science. We should learn other things that are necessary for us. For example, just I said, my sister are master in English, so she's unemployed right now. Why?
Hmm.
Because there are a lot of saturation. I would say the masters in English are ubiquitous in Pakistan. You could ubiquitous mean a person, a thing which is very common. Okay, so there are a lot of people who did MA Urdu, MA English, and they are ubiquitous in Pakistan. So I think we should learn to science. I'm not disappointing you or other things,
No, no, no. I'm
but
not. I'm not.
I would say I was also inclined toward MA English or MA Urdu, but I didn't choose MA English and MA Urdu because I thought that the only reason behind MA Urdu and MA English to be fluent in a language, so I could do my passive learning to improve my language skills. Okay, and second thing which I don't know, and that was biological sciences. So that's why I chose biological sciences. And now, Alhamdulillah, my dream is being fulfilled of both science and both language. So that was the thing.
Okay.
So
Yes.
I
Yes.
would say we are supposed to choose that field which is less common, have more scope. Okay, so that was it. Ma'am, what are your opinions about this? Either we should
Okay.
study English as a major or not, or either we should prefer biological or other sciences, computer sciences, other sciences.
Okay.
I don't
So
agree. I don't agree. Yes.
I
Yes,
would,
ma'am. You can
yeah,
speak.
I kind of also don't agree on this. I would say that please only study what you feel is going to benefit you in the future. And whatever
Yes.
is going to benefit you is what your passion is. So if you have a passion
Okay.
for languages, especially English, go ahead and study it, but then also know that once you get a degree, what are you going to do with it? It's very important. Okay.
Yes.
So I did not study to become a teacher when I was in university. I did business administration, but I was
Okay.
really
Ma'am,
interested
from which university?
from
From which
Halifax University.
Halifax?
Yes.
It's in Canada.
Yes.
Okay.
And then later on, I got myself certified to teach English as a second language to adults from Cambridge University, right? Once I
Okay.
realized that, okay, this is my passion and this is what I want to continue doing. So it's good to obviously look at a degree and go like, hey, you know what? I'm going to study English, or I'm going to study biology, or whatever it is. It's a very personal
Yes,
choice
ma'am.
that we make, right? So if you are personally interested in a course or a subject and you feel that you have the skill for it and you have the aptitude for it, then go ahead. Otherwise, don't do it because everybody else is doing it. It's
Yes,
not going to
ma'am.
make sense. Unfortunately,
Yes,
I've
ma'am.
seen a lot of people in Pakistan, they become doctors because everybody wants them to be a doctor.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
They don't have any distinct approach.
They don't have their own opinion.
Yes, ma'am.
In fact, I also do. I also don't agree with of the, sorry to say, but I don't agree because in most of in I think very rare cases that if you have a degree of commerce and you are working in a bank, very rare cases. Someone who did his master's in psychology, he's a psychologist. It's not necessary, to be very honest, in these circumstances. Um, Especially in Pakistan, there is very much issues and circumstances are not good for us. So we are still progressing. For me, it's better because I'm teaching since 2012 and I should have a proper subject to teach. So I choose English because my interest was in English, and I am in my field. And my plan is after my master's, I'll teach in a proper school. I was teaching in a school, but due to my regular studies, I resigned from there. And after masters, inshallah, I'll do MPhil on weekend classes, and then I'll continue. So it's not necessary that the subject the subject you learned in your masters, you have a job accordingly, according to that subject. It's not necessary. There are so many people who did even masters in Urdu or English and in any other languages, but they are doing much better jobs. I was in army, and there is no connection with any subject with biology and physics. I am good at biology. I am good at physics as well because I told you that I am a home tutor. So for a home tutor, you should be mastered in all subjects. No one can be master in all subjects, but you have to know a little bit about. I have biology in my metric, and I'm good at physics. I'm not too good in mathematics, but till matriculation I am too good. So you should be these circumstances in a very fast going life. You should know each and every subject. You should be good in English, you should be good in Urdu. I am also good in Urdu, and I am also good in physics as well. So I think that you should be all rounder.
I
Yes, of
agree.
course.
I know a
Yes,
long time ago they used
as
to say that master of what was it? Jack of all, master of none. And they used to
jack of all trades, master of none.
yes. So they used to say that, but I completely disagree with it because it is possible to also have tons of skills. One person
Yes,
can actually have a lot of skills. So I think those idioms that we had long time ago were also to basically just make people feel stupid. So don't follow this stuff. You know,
Yes,
anybody who says, "Oh, money is not everything," I tell them, please stop saying this, because the younger generation will start thinking money is not everything. I'm sorry, money is quite important to live a life.
Yes, ma'am.
Money is everything right now, right?
obviously
With
Um,
this is
without
this
money, we
key.
can't accustomed to anything.
you can't do anything without money. You can't have a
Yes,
home,
ma'am.
you can't have a family, you can't buy a car, you can't buy clothes, nothing. You need money. It is everything in its
Yes, ma'am.
own little manner. Of course, family is important. You know, everything else is important as well. But please do not disregard money by saying, "Oh, money is not everything." It's a
Yes,
very wrong
ma'am.
statement. Money is everything.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great.
Okay, Faisal, have you any idea about most of the people do CSS, MA English and other programs to further pursue CSS exams. So, have you any idea about it? Because most of the people says that English is backbone of CSS, civil service. So, I would say that English isn't enough for that.
Yes, I do agree. I do agree. Most of the people, they do masters in English to for CSS for comparative exams, but it is not too much necessary. You should know the basics of English. You should know the basic
Yes,
structures of English, and the basic grammar and basic vocabulary should be, obviously should be there. But this is not the only key to success in CSS exams. You should have knowledge about current affairs. You should have knowledge
current
about
affairs.
the circumstances that is going around you. So this is the topic. I just want to share something about the previous topic that we were talking about teaching, because there is a point in my mind. I don't want to forget that point. And the point is that teaching is not just about what you have learned, what you have taught in previous times. Teaching is about your techniques. Example is that I am, as I told you, that I am giving home services, home tutor services. So teaching is about your techniques. Sometimes I just have, learned biology in 2 years, ninth and 10th class, but I'm still, teaching biology to students. It's all about techniques. Teaching is sometimes there are so many people like, ma'am, they are, teaching teachers how to teach. There are so many sessions. So teaching is all about techniques. It's not about that you have done your masters in English or Urdu or some other subject. So come back to that question. CSS, for CSS, if you want to be a successful be successful in CSS, it's not important. It's not the only key that you should be very much good in English. You can you will pass if your English is too good. You will pass the Pressy exam and essay exam. And if you fail other subjects, current affairs, so it will not work. So this is
Yes,
not the
because the germanely subject in English are two, essay writing and English grammar and composition. Essay writing is of 200 marks and English grammar and composition is of 100 marks. And mostly there are in idioms and phrasal verbs, comprehension paragraphs, and pressy writing. And other our 10 subjects are history, Islamic studies, Pakistan studies, Pakistan affair, current affairs. So we have to look about them also. So that's why. But most of the people used to say that we could do CSS. It's the major opportunity after mastering English because we are fluent in English. So we know the basic key to success, that is English. But I don't agree with them. Ma'am, do you have any idea about it?
A little bit, not too much. Somebody did mention it some time ago. I was supposed to do my research, but I still haven't. But I know
And
about
IELTS.
IELTS. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
IELTS. Of course, I have a complete knowledge of that. I am a trained IELTS tutor.
I
So
am I am interested in.
you're interested in working your IELTS?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I need some information about it. Actually, I downloaded a application and there was 5 lecture on it. I still haven't opened that application. I have just registered, but I want to know what sort of question in it and little bit techniques and little bit tips. How could we figure that?
Everything is on YouTube. So if you want to take my IELTS course, it's a course that I sell. So I don't do free IELTS training online, only because
Okay.
there's a lot of information and I'll have to do a series of that, right? So I haven't come
Okay.
to a point where I've recorded my sessions. I will
Okay.
one day, because I've recorded about 3-4 sessions, but because my schedule is so all over the place, I don't get time to finish that up. But there's tons of free YouTube lectures that you can listen to and figure those
Okay.
out. But I'll tell you something, no matter how many videos you watch, no matter how many books you read, you really need to sit with somebody who's actually IELTS trained to tell you what to do,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Because they'll give you the first-hand information. So any questions
Okay.
that you have, you can ask them, right?
Okay.
It's good to prepare on your own for sure. And I know there's tons of people who are offering these services, but my personal suggestion to you is if you are going to somebody and they say, oh, we're going to teach you IELTS, please ask them their credentials. How did
What you
they
said?
ask them for their credentials?
Credentials. What does it mean? Credentials.
Their qualification.
Okay. Credentials. Okay.
Yes. Ask them for their qualification, that how can they confirm that they know IELTS inside out.
Okay.
Very important, okay? Because
Okay.
again, it's in English, it's an English program, anyone can teach it, but you really need to know the details, right? So always go with somebody who has learned to teach IELTS instead of just somebody who's picked up a book and said, hey, I'm going to teach you IELTS. For your own good,
Okay.
you're paying them money. It's your hard-earned money,
Okay.
right?
Yes,
Like
ma'am.
if you want to study, if you want to become a doctor, you're going to go to a medical school, not an engineering
ma'am.
school.
Yes,
Your
ma'am.
professors at the medical school are going to be doctors too.
Yes, ma'am.
They're not going to be regular professors. They're all going to be doctors. So
Yes,
the
ma'am.
same way is for English. And this is why I've requested Paul to come here and speak about, and take your questions for grammar, because my expertise is not grammar. I can teach you grammar for sure, but I don't like it that much. I
Yes, ma'am.
prefer speaking, I prefer reading, I prefer interaction, communication skills, confidence building. I like those. He, on the other hand, he likes to teach grammar.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
go to the person who is an expert in their course instead of just randomly going to people. Okay, I'm going
Okay.
to go now because I have a class in some time and I need to get
Okay,
ready
ma'am.
for that. I'll be teaching for the
Okay.
next 6 hours. So
Okay, ma'am.
nice seeing you again. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And
Thanks.
please don't forget Tuesday, July 28th, 10 p.m. Pakistan time.
Okay,
And
ma'am.
all your grammar related questions. And depending on how many people join, I'm thinking maybe we'll do 10-minute sessions with him. So you can come in for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it is, or one question each. Because if more people come in, then I would like more people to see him too.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much. You
All
take
right.
care of yourself. Take care.
Okay, ma'am.
All right.
Have a
Bye.
nice night.
When is Eid, by the way?
1st of August
Oh, okay.
in
So,
Pakistan.
okay. So it's before Eid. Good. It's not on Eid day. Perfect. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Bye.
Guys, thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you in my next live session. Please don't forget that July 28th of 20th of July, which is the next Tuesday, we'll have Paul from Hard Boiled English doing a live session here on English Show Canada. So you can come here, join that live stream, and ask him all your grammar questions. All right. So see you all then, and I will be doing live sessions, of course, before that. And let's have a conversation. Let's chit chat, and hope to see more people next time. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your evening. Bye.